everybody, I'm Erica from Apple and Tree, and today I have a couple things for you. I'm gonna compare the perfect Christmas candle from last year to the perfect Christmas candle from this year. I've heard a little bit of buzz, people saying that they are different, that the formulations are different, that they smell different. So I'm going to do a little research and investigating and find out for you if they're different or if they're the same in my experience and in my opinion. So let's go to the footage of the candles burning. I put one candle, the new Perfect Christmas, in the front room of my house burning, and I put last year's version in my bedroom burning, because that's about as far as two candles can get from each other in my house. And then I observed them each. So here is last year's version of the Perfect Christmas, the very first edition of this candle, and it's burning in my bedroom, and it smells lovely. I can smell all the notes, the vanilla, the cinnamon, the peppermint, the pine. It smells really good. I'd say the throw is like a 5, but I feel like that has more to do with the fact that it is towards the bottom of the candle, because I only got one of these last year, and I saved, like the last third of it for me to have this year, because I realized pretty quickly I wasn't gonna get a second one. They sold out so quickly, and I'm sure that Bath & Body Works has made more of these this year, so we should have a better chance at getting multiples, and I already have purchased multiples of this year's edition. So I feel like this one smells like I expected it to. And just wanted to show you this. If you like Christmas magazines, this Christmas Ideas by Better Homes and Gardens is the best one, in my opinion. It's so cute. Oops, making a mess here. But let me show you. Oh my gosh, it's just so fun. I've flipped through all the Christmas magazines in the store, and this one has the best stuff, the best designs, the best ideas, and it's been that way consistently for a couple years. So if you like to get a Christmas magazine, go with the Christmas Ideas by Better Homes and Gardens. You will love it. And I keep these from year to year. I always save them because Christmas decorations really are pretty classic and really enjoyable to look at year to year. And here is this year's version of the Perfect Christmas burning in the front room of our house. And I'm getting the exact same notes, the same blend of notes. The official notes on this candle are fresh cut pine, cinnamon sugar, and toasted marshmallow. But I get a teeny bit of iciness in both versions, last year's and this year's. I get a teeny bit of iciness, to me, that's like a little bit, teeny tiny bit minty. I love this candle because it smells like Christmas outdoors. Like if you went to like a tree lot or something, and maybe they were selling, or a Christmas carnival or something, where you can smell like pine trees, but you can also smell like the cinnamon sugar, toasted marshmallow of whatever little goodies are being sold. And then I detect something that kind of makes it smell icy or outdoorsy, but they don't have that in the notes. But to me, these two candles, last year's version and this year's version, smell the same, both wonderful. This candle here is performing with a stronger throw, but I think it has more to do with the fact that it's a fresh burn, and the other one is down to the bottom third of the candle. So I love them both, and I think that they are the same formulation, in my opinion. So like you heard, they are very similar. I think they're exactly the same. I think the formulation is the same. It's an incredible candle. I love it. It's one of my favorites. It smells so good. To me, it smells like you're outside at like a Christmas carnival. The notes are, once again, for you, fresh cut pine, cinnamon sugar, and toasted marshmallow. And like I told you, I smell a teeny bit of frostiness or mintiness in there that just makes it so cozy and outdoorsy, and I love it. So almost smells like it's snowing or something. So anyway, I love this candle. I think it's the same as last year's version. Now I have something special for you. I make a famous Chex mix that my family loves, and that's how it's famous, but I want to show you what I do. I modify a common recipe to make it my way, and I love it. So stay tuned if you'd like to see that. Okay, so the first thing I do is set the oven to preheat. We do 250. It's gonna cook for a total of 1 hour, and you stir it every 15 minutes at 250 degrees. Okay, so my ingredients are rice Chex, corn Chex, butter, Lowry's seasoning salt, garlic salt, Worcestershire sauce, and I always get this brand, the Leah and Perrins. Do not buy a like a knockoff brand or a store brand. It will taste totally different. I made the mistake of buying the Kroger Worcestershire sauce last time because it was only like $1.12, but it does not taste anything like this Worcestershire sauce. So just know that. Okay, and then I have honey roasted cashews. The honey roasted adds a little bit of sweetness into the whole mix that I love. It's not much, it's just a teeny bit. And then pretzel sticks. So the first thing I do, I use like a 9 by, I guess this is like a 9 by 13 like glass pan, or what would you call this? Casserole dish. And I do, first I do about half a bag of rice Chex. So you can see there's about like half a bag left in there, half a box, and we'll use that for next time. And then same thing with the corn Chex, half a bag, really so that our casserole dish is about full with this, but there's still room for me to stir it up in between baking times. You're gonna stir with kind of like a large spoon like this. You're gonna stir it up so that the seasoning and the flavor doesn't all settle on the bottom, and so that all the cereal gets crispy like it's supposed to. This looks really fun. I want to try Muddy Buddies. My sister Erin makes them, and I've never made them before, but gosh, it's so delicious. That's maybe like something to make once a year because I'm pretty sure it's mostly sugar and chocolate and all that. But my recipe is modified from the original Chex Mix recipe that you find on the back of the Chex Mix box. It's modified, so it's actually way different. I do, so that says 6 tablespoons of butter. I actually do 5 tablespoons of butter, and then it says 2 tablespoons of the Worcestershire sauce. I do like way more than that. I like to make equal parts of the butter and the Worcestershire sauce, and I'll show you that. So first I take my butter and I'm going to measure out 5 tablespoons, and I'm going to melt that in the microwave. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cut that. I'm trying to do it one-handed. Okay, hang on a second here. So I microwaved the 5 tablespoons of butter in this microwavable cup for 45 seconds, and now it's totally liquid, and I'm going to add the Worcestershire sauce, and I'm just gonna eyeball it until I think I've got equal parts of Worcestershire and butter. So you can see I'm doing a lot more than the recommended 2 tablespoons of that Worcestershire sauce. Okay, next I do this garlic salt by Lowry's, and I do like about that many shakes. like 5 or 6 shakes. And then I'm gonna use Lowry's seasoned salt. And I'm gonna do a little more of this. I would say maybe twice the amount that I did of the, that comes out quickly, than I did of the garlic salt. Then I take my spoon, mix up this mixture. Before I pour it on, I'm going to add my pretzel sticks. My kids pull the pretzel sticks out. They don't eat those, but I do, so I don't do a ton. Sorry, I'm having trouble doing this one-handed. Oh boy. Okay, that's about right. All right, now we need to do our cashews. And the kids also don't like the cashews, but I like them. And they add an overall sweetness that's just very subtle because of the honey roasted aspect. Okay, so I'm just gonna sprinkle a few of these on. See, not many. It's just a little accent ingredient. Okay, I re-stir my mixture over here. And now I'm gonna kind of pour it as evenly as I can over the Chex Mix. And then I take my spoon, gently stir it up to try to evenly coat the ingredients as much as possible. Doesn't have to be perfect because I'm gonna stir it 3 more times as it's cooking. So I'll put this in the oven and I'll set the timer for 15 minutes and that's when I'll stir it again. So it's a total of 1 hour that it bakes for at 250 degrees. Here we go, in the oven. I'm gonna set the timer for 250. No, I'm sorry. Set the timer for 15 minutes. So here we are, it's been 15 minutes. I'm just gonna stir this very gently, and I'm gonna have to put the camera down, and because you need 2 hands. I would use one hand to pull out this rack with a oven mitt, and then the other hand to gently stir this so that things from the bottom get loosened up a little and cereal from the bottom gets moved to the top so everything can evenly cook. So here is the finished product, all toasty and delicious. You know what would make this next level is after it cools, adding some candy corn to it. And I would do that if I hadn't eaten them all. Oh no, oh gosh. We made this little jar of the pumpkins and the candy corn, and you can see a few candy corn at the very bottom, but the pumpkins, me and the kids, we don't think they taste as good as candy corn. They have a lot less flavor. And so we have been eating all the candy corn out of it and not the pumpkins. But candy corn in this would be amazing. So I have my delicious Diet Coke here ready to enjoy along with my Chex Mix and my Disney straw. So let me know if you guys try this recipe or if you make something similar. I would love to know. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Bella and I have a goal to get to 1,000 subscribers before the end of this year. So if you want to spread a little love today, go ahead and click subscribe. And if you're already subscribed, thank you so much. We'd love to hear from you in a comment and hear about how you're doing. So let us know. We love to get to know everybody, and we just love seeing your comments on each video. It makes us so happy. So do that, and I will look forward to seeing you guys next time. Bye.